Hello, mic check, audio check. Okay, I think we're live. Alright guys, welcome to an episode of Flight Simp. I'm Mike, or Flight Simp. We are going to be doing a very quick mission for today. We are back at the cockpit of an FA-18 Hornet. So for this particular mission, we are going to be conducting, what do you call this, like an anti-ship strike, right? So we are going to be conducting an anti-ship strike and fleet protection mission, or missions as well. This is a what-if scenario that we're role-playing today. So we are currently in the Caucasus region, and we are assisting like an ally in this particular situation, Georgia, who's being invaded by Iraq. Sorry, not Iraq, Russia. So for instance, I'm going to show you the tactical situation on the ground right now. Sinjaru Naito has followed the stream. Thank you so much. But we are currently in this area. So we are men, armor, and material to the battle theater. So we need to make sure that we stop them so that we could give our forces here a fighting chance, right? So this is a what-if scenario. The red forces in this particular what-if situation is Russia. We are going to be the allies, the United States, the United Kingdom. As far as assets in the area would go, we have our typical complement of FA-18 Hornets, which is an embarked carrier wing in the USS Harry Truman, I believe. And we are going to be supported by a bunch of other aircraft in the area. So we also have Harriers, we have F-14 Tomcats. So we are expecting a dogfight. We are expecting, some response or some kind of response from the Russians because they do have air bases here. So if you can see, we have Sochi Adler here, which is a Russian-controlled airbase. They would have, fourth generation fighter there, I'm sure, that they will launch against our, planes or against our fleet even. So we need to be prepared for that. And what we want to make sure of is we repel any sort of invasion that occurs. So again, we are going to be at first loaded with 4X AGM-84Ds or harpoons. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be launching against those ships. Okay, so let's go ahead and restart the simulation and let's get started. I'm going to actually edit my loadout just to make sure that we are properly equipped for battle here. So there's the player menu. You have AA, you have anti-ship. I'm going to switch to anti-ship first. I'm going to save my my mission and I'm going to start. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. This is going to be, I would hope, a quick and straightforward mission. Again, I'm playing a community-developed mission for DCS. It's by a user named Clutchy in the forums, and he comes up with very good missions. In fact, I think the last couple of missions I did were made by him, and this is another one that's supposedly good and straightforward. So this mission is called Operation Poke the Bear. We are now going to jump into our cockpit, and what we're going to be doing is going to be starting the aircraft. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is turning on our battery switches. And at this point, I am also going to turn my APU on. Alright, so a lot of activity on the deck right now. We have a couple of Seahawks departing the deck. We have like an E2 Skyhawk over there who is going to provide some AWAC support, which is great. And of course, we have our flight of F-18 Hornets here. APU is now available. I'm going to crank my right engine. Okay, so take care of a couple of things here while that does its thing. Uncage my SAI. And wait for my engine to fully spool up to around 3,000 RPM. Switch our DDIs to daytime because it's still daytime. Support aircraft is or are taking off, which is good. Turn this on. Okay, so I'm spooling up my right engine now, as you can see. And we are going to turn on a bunch of other things. So we need to take care of our radar. Make that operational. Navigation or INS with the IFA. DDIs are now alive. And our engine to the right has settled. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our left engine now, or crank our left engine. And wait for that to spool up as well. At this point, I'm going to close my canopy. A little bit noisy on the cockpit if there's multiple FA-18 Hornets starting up. And okay, so we're good to go. We need to set up a couple of things here. I'm going to turn on my radar warning receiver. I'm going to turn on my chaff and flare dispenser. I'm going to do a flight control surfaces reset, so that's good. Another thing that we need to do is now, turn on or fully power up our left engine. So you can see the left engine's pulling up, the right engine has pulled up as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I am a newbie streamer. I typically play DCS and X-Plane. If you're new to the stream, I would appreciate a follow, a like, or a share. That would go a long way in helping me get some exposure on my streams. Okay, so we're good here. I'm gonna arm my ejection seat now. I'm gonna turn on my HMD, or my joint helmet mounted cueing device, which allows me to get some situational awareness when I look right, up, or left. It should give me some cues in terms of like what my targets are and where my waypoints are and that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. So okay, we're gonna do this. Increase our brightness here. We're already good. We are going to ask the ground crew to remove the wheel chocks at this point.
Chief, remove the wheel
Lars
chocks.
Hansen has liked the stream. Thank you so much.
Copy.
We're gonna turn on our formation lights.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
Okay, so other things that we need to do while we're spooled up, or we're ready to go, is we're going to set up our weapons. So I told you earlier that we are armed with 4X AGM-84Ds, or Deltas. So these are the harpoons that I think we used in a previous mission. These are anti-ship specific, missiles, which are fire and forget. So these are pretty cool. I'm going to show you that later, but for now, let me set that up. So I'm going to go to store and set up my weapons. So for now, we are gonna make my harpoon, or select my harpoon, and it's gonna time. So it's gonna count down for 30 seconds before it becomes available. I'm gonna set it up right now. There's 4 of them. Mode is not selectable right now, but the flight is low. I want to make it low so that it skims just above the water line, and it will hit the target just at the exact moment. Terminal face, I want it to pop up so it can hit the the deck of the ship, and that's done for that particular missile. Step, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Flight low, terminal face is pop up. Step, third harpoon. Flight low, terminal skim. And the last harpoon, flight low, terminal face is pop up. Okay, so that's already done. So at this point we should be ready, to go. And attach ourselves to the catapult and go for a launch. Okay, so we're going to be using a couple of other things here, but another thing that we need to set up, by the way, is our stabilizer trim. So we're currently at stab 2. We are going to configure that to be at stab 17 because of the weight that we're carrying right now. 16, 17. Okay, that's good, and I think we should be good to go. The last thing that I would need to configure is my electronic warfare stuff. So my ALE47, which is my chaff and flare dispenser, is currently on standby. What I'm going to do is put it on semi-automatic mode, which allows me to deploy shafts and flares, pre-selected depending on the situation or the radar threat that we are encountering. Right. A couple of things that I also need to do on startup would be to rotate this bleed thing. And that should take care of that. And I think we are good to go. And I will need to tighten my seatbelt and disengage my parking brakes. And I should be ready to taxi to catapult number 1. So, okay, we're going to do just that. I'm going to spool up. Nose wheel steering should be high at this point. Hold on, my joystick is not working. Let me try to reinsert it. And it should recognize that, I hope. Nothing's working. My joystick isn't working. So hold on a second. Alright. I think that did it. Alright, let's go. Taxi to the catapult. Unfold my wings. So we're gonna go from catapult number 1 so that we can have the team or the flight mate use the other catapults. So just looking at what this guy's telling me, now it tells me to go straight. Alright, stop. thank you to the person who just liked the page. I appreciate you. All right, flaps down. I will use this HSI to do sequencing. I want a 20 nautical mile view. All right, that sounds good. Okay, so let's move forward. If you just joined us, we are currently on a mission to repel a Russian advance on the Georgian border. Our current mission right now, or the strike package that we are about to execute, would be to deliver an anti-ship strike to a flotilla of ships. You're currently delivering materiel, personnel, as well as supplies to the front lines. All right, so we're good. We need to spool up our engines now. And you can see that I am tensioned on catapult number 1, giving my flight control surfaces a little twirl. And I'm going to signal the ground crew, that I am ready to go with a salute, right? So, all right, we are ready to go. And we are off. Gears up. I just realized my my webcam isn't working. It's pretty weird. Anyway, I just launched. I'm full of military power right now, but I am going to decrease that so that I could have some fuel conservation. So, first waypoint is waypoint number 1. We're gonna wait for our team to catch up with us, or our flight to catch up with us. But at this point, I will now switch to air air mode. So on this right DDI, I will select my attack radar.
Enfield 1-1, this is Mother. The Harriers are warming up and will be... Enfield 1-1, this is Mother. We've detected multiple SU-25s preparing to take off from Sochi.
Leia Songs like the stream. Thank you so much, Leia. So we have a couple of SU-25s, intercepting us, is what AWACS has told me. I'm going to climb up just below cloud cover. And I think we have a radar contact, but I doubt that's hostile. We're still within the SAM range of, the ship. So I don't think that's going to be... I don't think that's going to be hostile. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust the radar elevation on my right DDI. Waiting for my team to catch up to me, but let me, go down a little bit. I've flown above cloud cover. So this is good. So on this mission, we have support from Harriers, which I rarely see on a mission. By the way, this is, the Harriers are some of my absolute favorite planes. Leslie Legacy has liked the stream. Thank you so much. Looks like my face is stuck on the webcam, and that's such a weird face too. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm, doing 455 knots. I'm gonna ask my team or my flight to do a formation with me, which I like to be line abreast, so we could be in level, like a column. Okay, so we are gonna go back to our course line here. Again, if you just joined us, what's happening right now is the Russian forces are actually invading Georgia. It is our mission to repel that invasion, at least the way we can. We are gonna get the support of some Harriers and some F-14s, but our primary target are a bunch of ships, right? So I don't think I've ever used ship-to-ship anti-ship radar in any of the missions I've done with you guys. So this is the first time I'm gonna be doing that as well. So that's gonna be fun. Master Arm, I'm gonna turn that on, so we're able to sort of respond to any potential threats that we encounter. All right. So I think my squad is catching up to me, but let me settle down a little bit. I'm gonna now switch to air-to-ground mode, and I will now try to engage the ships that are supposed to be in this area. Okay. So we're approaching waypoint number 1. Okay, they're right behind me. In zone. So I will now bank right to sort of get those ships in my radar. I don't have anyone yet for some reason. So I'm banking here, trying to see if I could get some ships inside. So I'm gonna switch to 40, and I have a radar contact. See it? So I'm gonna lock that contact up for my harpoon to finish off. I have 4 harpoons. I'm gonna try to deliver all of them. I got this contact right here. He is moving at 17 knots at bearing 271. So I'm gonna bank into him right now. I'm gonna ask my flight to engage a mission and return to base. So he's right in front of me right now. I have it on my sea radar. And what I'm gonna be doing is releasing my harpoon and cruiser away. So I've already deployed that first harpoon. Let's look for additional targets. I still have another contact here. So let's see if I can find other contacts here. I have one contact that should be the Grisha or the frigate that we are targeting. Hopefully I can find more contacts here. There's a bunch of them now. So I'm going to target this other one right here on this section. Okay, there's another one. So I am going to release another harpoon and cruiser. So let's see if I can get another contact locked in here. There's another contact right there. And I'm going to lock him in on my sea radar. Okay, so at this point I am going to turn into him and fire another harpoon. Cruiser away. I have one last harpoon to deploy. And I'm continuing to search contacts here on a 20 nautical mile radius. We have a mud spike, so we need to navigate away. So let's just observe the effect on target of those harpoons. So I'm gonna go barometric hold for now. And I'm just gonna go this direction and do an attitude hold for orbit. And just observe the harpoons that we launch. So we launched some harpoons. So it looks like this one's seeking. My flight or my wingman have already launched some harpoons as well, and you can see that they are skimming the surface at this point in time. So we'll see if we get some contacts there. There's a bunch of harpoons, so we're saturating them. That's going to take a while. But at this point I can scan the area for more targets. I have one more harpoon. Razun Mujal has liked the stream. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm Angels 5 or 5,000 feet. So I'm just going to go another pass here. Go to waypoint number 1. So we're waiting for further tasking, but I still have one harpoon ready to fire. So expanding the range of my sea radar. So go another pass here to see if I could get some surface contacts. There's a bunch more. I'm gonna pick off a target right here. I'm gonna try to pick off this one, lock that guy in, and launch. Bruiser away. And I am Winchester on harpoons, so I'm gonna go on a holding pattern, back to my original waypoint. So waypoint number 3.
Contact bearing 351.28.
So going back to my course line. So let's observe the effect on target. So the harpoons are out. We see the ships now. So this one's locking onto a target. And it's turning into this frigate right here. It should fire its point defense systems. I hope we can saturate it. It's fighting, but we've gone through its defenses and we're gonna hit that. Rounds on target on that Grisha. Great stuff. So we're gonna look at other, harpoons. This guy's done. Target destroyed. So that Grisha is gone. Those surface, I guess like supply ships are next. And we see a fighter. The Russians have deployed, their combat air patrol. So we need to evade. But let's look at the other harpoons still. Okay, so if you heard that radio chatter, it basically says that we need to return to base as soon as possible because there's a huge number of enemy bombers basically launching from the airstrip set that I showed you earlier, and we need to retask. So basically, we need to intercept those fighters. I'm gonna put on my tactical air navigation settings right now, and engage that, and I should be able to see that information on my HUD later. I'm gonna configure my ILS. And enter that as well. And Carrie Balbuenas like the stream. Thank you so much. Anyway, we need to retask. That's essentially what it boils down to. We need to land back on the carrier. Remember, we're Winchester on our anti-ship missiles, but we can still land on the carrier. We can rearm and then intercept those incoming bombers. So we're pretty much successful on that anti-ship mission. We were able to sink the Grisha, which was a very formidable ship when it comes to blockading that entire area of operations, right? So we are going back, to the carrier, but there are a couple of more harpoons on the way to destroy those those supply ships that we identified. So we're gonna take a look at that in a bit. But for now, I'm going to continue, speeding on to the carrier. The carrier is only 26.5 miles away. I'm being painted, but I should be able to get away from that. I'm gonna speed on to 350 knots here. Pulling up my EW page here. It looks like I have, some contacts to my 6, but should be able to outrun them. So these are the combat air patrol that the Russians have deployed. We have Tomcats in the area as well, which is great. We have Harriers. This is absolutely one of my favorite planes as well. I think the Harriers have been retired, right now. But these are vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, which is amazing. So they're helping us, rid the area of ships, which is great. I'm gonna come back, to that area of operation later. I get radar warnings, but I think those are my, to my 6. So I shouldn't be worried about that. Nothing to my left, that's too far. I'm gonna go back to flight control surfaces here, and go back to the carrier. We're 17 miles away from the carrier right now. and I'm gonna radio in a bit. Actually, I should have done that earlier because we were in range. So I'm going to rearm.
010. Marking ops 292-416. Angels 5.5. Holding hands with 011. 012.
Air battle going on right now above the area of operation. This one's gone. Oh, it missed it. Good evasion.
010. Abort inbound, resuming mission.
12 miles. I need to contact ATC again because I accidentally aborted the inbound.
010. Marking ops 286-412. Angels 5. Holding hands with
So the carrier's right here to my
low state
1 o'clock,
5.5.
or 11 o'clock rather. So I'm going to change the view there.
010. Rudder's weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds at above 10,000. Altimeter is 29093. Case 1 recovery expected BRC 301. Report see me at
Okay,
10.
so the base recovery course is 301. Going to enter that using CSIL,
010.
and I should be able to get that course line. Okay, I see them at 10 as well.
010.
So I contact them.
See you at 10.
I can now go down to 2,000, or sorry, 2,000 feet, correct? Until I get the clearance to go to tower.
010. Low state 5.4.
Since I got already the tower, clearance, I can go to 800 feet at this point and land on the carrier and rearm. Okay, so I am going here. Can I go a little bit aggressive on this?
010. Overhead Angels 2.5. Holding hands with 011. 012. Low state 5.4. 010. Power, Roger. BRC.
So we're going to enter the pattern now.
Signal is Charlotte.
Currently at 700 feet. This is good.
010.
Okay, so let's climb a little bit. That's the carrier right there. I'm going to kiss off my flight. And I'm going to make a pattern entry now. So we start at the at this side of the ship, and then we're going to make a high G turn to do another round or another pass. We're going to dirty up a little bit, and after that we should be able to go to the groove, as they call it, right? So that's the Truman. Need to speed up a little bit here because I'm most likely going to lose some speed. A little bit low. See them there. Looks good. Hook down on commence. There's the carrier beam. I'm going to check out if my hook's down. It is. I'm going to make it a turn, about 2.7 Gs of turning. Go down to around, I would say, 600 feet. Okay, so we're now throttling down. We're going to get on groove. Okay, so we're going to land. We're going to rearm. Carrier should be to my left, which is good. Okay, here we go. And I need to hurry up a little bit here, so I'm going to deploy my speed brakes. It's taking a while. Okay, here we go. Full flaps now. 1.8 miles away from the carrier. I'm going to speed up now, so I can get some altitude, and I'm going to go, turn in to the groove. So I'm going to put my ILS on my HUD. I'm going to climb up to around 600 feet, switch to radar altimeter. We're currently at 490 feet. I can make that turn now. And we're about to land and rearm. So our next task for tasking is to, basically go back to that area of operations, load ourselves up with anti-air ordnance, and help repel the attack on the fleet. So now they are attacking the fleet. So let's see how that works out. That's the carrier. That is 700 feet, making the turn. Okay, that's the carrier. We're good. I'm going to go steady up a little bit here. Okay, I'm going to turn in now. Here is the ship. Stay on this course for a little bit. Fly level. We're perfectly lined up. sped up, or we are what they call on on wall, as you can see on the amber light on the attack angle of attack indicator. So turning into the carrier. That's the carrier now. It's gonna fly the needles. Gonna maintain this vector for now. 1.8 miles to the carrier. We're gonna begin our descent. Hornet ball.
010. Hornet ball. 6.8.
So we're gonna rearm, and we're gonna get back up there, guys. Right on ball, I think. A little right to left. Okay, good. And we're good lined up here. Okay, caught the wire. We're trapped. Also grade C. Wings up. Flaps up. Wire is detached. Hook up. Wings folding, and let's get out of the box and rearm.
Contact bearing 321.45.
So we are going to be tasked with fleet protection now. We're going to have some F-14s, to support us. So we are going to go back up in there
Contact bearing 307.150.
as soon as I rearm. So that's the first thing I'm going to do on this spot right here. Okay, so I'm good. I'm going to park right here. Emergency brakes first. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to...
Enfield 1-1, this is Overlord. Update. The Russian bombers are approximately 150 nautical miles from the fleet.
Shit. Okay, so they're very close. They're 150 nautical miles away. I'm going to select an AA loadout. And I'm going to ask the what do you call this? The ground crew to refuel and rearm me.
Request
basically.
refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Okay, so we're going to wait for that to happen. It will take a couple of seconds, but for now, let's watch the action here. My flight is coming back. I was the first one back on deck because I was the first one to deliver my ordnance of 4 harpoons. This was one of my wingman earlier. This is the other one, so this one's already on deck and parked. Right? So we're gonna wait for them to rearm my Hornet. Okay, so let's hold on a little bit here. Master arm is off. I don't want to accidentally blow anyone up with a missile on deck. That's not going to be good. Alright. So let me see if they got my instruction. Rearm and refuel. I want 100% fuel, please, because I expect a dogfight. Loadout is air to air.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Fuel is currently being loaded into the aircraft, so we just need to wait for that.
Contact bearing 320.45.
It's going to take some time, so bear with me here. Again, if you just joined us, we have been tasked for good landing by one of my wingmen. We have been tasked to support or repel a ground invasion being done by the Russians.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Right now, we are being tasked for fleet protection. So we have a huge number of bombers approaching our fleet, launched from one of the nearby air bases. So we're just gonna wait for. Here we go. I have some of my ordnance loaded up. So I have 4x aim 7s, sorry, I think I have 6x aim 7s or Sparrows. I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sidewinders, so it's good. I'm armed to the teeth as far as like air-to-air weaponry would go. I think we're fueled up. I think we should be good to go. I'm now going to request launch. Ground crew, request launch. And we're now going to intercept that bomber fleet. Okay, they're in position. Disengaging my parking brakes. Sorry, wrong thing. There we go. Parking brakes disengaged. Nose wheel steering is high. Hayes Bassett has liked the stream. Thank you so much, Hayes. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So we're going to taxi into position behind catapult number 2. And I can have the F-14s, take off as well. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is ordering them via the menu to call F-14 support. And you should see them, taxi into position as well as I do, this.
Enfield 1-1, this is Mother. The F-14s are warming up to strike the bombers.
Okay, so we are going to unfold our wings here. The flight of F-14s that is going to support me on this intercept mission is on deck. They are turning on their engines. And now they're going to support me on this one. Okay, so move forward. It says this guy. My wings are unfolded. Radar warning receiver is on. I'm just going to move forward.
Enfield 1-1, this is Overlord. Our armored group is down to 50% strength.
So it looks like the ground invasion or ground invasion repelling force also suffered some losses on the ground, even after we destroyed the ships, earlier. So that said, we need to really launch now and clear the airspace so we can provide additional support for them. But the fleet is of utmost importance. We need to make sure that we don't let those bombers reach the area. We have a Tomcat next in line in this catapult, which makes me feel secure. Tomcats are highly capable aircraft. Okay, we're good. And what we're going to be doing now is launching from catapult number 2. I mean, that dude could have used this catapult right here. It's empty. I'm not sure why he would line up on catapult number 2.
Enfield 1-1, this is Overlord. Our ground forces have taken their objectives. All ground targets have been neutralized. The assault was a success. Continue on mission.
Okay. Give my flight control surface a little twirl there. I'm going to launch again. Salute. Catapult launch. And we're going to launch. Gears up. I'm going to climb here, and I'm going to engage my air-to-air radar. I have hostiles right in front of me. 29s. I am alone, so I need some support here of some kind. So I'm gonna engage 4-bar scans on my right DDI as far as like my air radar would go. And what I'm gonna be doing is scanning an 80-mile radius. I see a contact right here. No one's taking care of it. 2,000 feet. Someone's there. Let's take care of that guy. And I'm surprised the surface-to-air missiles haven't taken care of them.
Altitude.
Master arm on. Ready for combat. I see him. .29 miles range from me. I'm switching to my AIM 7s.
Enfield 1-1, this is Overlord. Update. The Russian bombers are approximately 100 nautical miles from the fleet.
I see this guy. He's not painting me or anything, which is good. I don't think he sees me yet. He's 25 miles away from me. And I am alone on this interception, which is crazy. Where are my Tomcats, dude?
Enfield 1-1, this is Overlord. Our tanks have been wiped out.
So 19 miles away from this first target that I'm tracking. Let's hope, and I think there's a bunch of them as well. $17 miles. Under 14 miles, I should be able to fire my AMRAM. Let me get an angle on this guy. Where's my Tomcat? Okay, there he is. I think he's just following right behind me. 11 miles range. Switching to ACM mode now. Nothing yet. So I'm gonna fly formation. I think they're ahead of me, which is good. I must say Overlord is pretty calm and bored about the tanks being wiped out. Yeah, he's pretty... Overlord is just like, yeah, dude. Fucking tanks. I'm glad they're gone. Okay, so these are my... these are the supporting F-14s, I believe. So I think they took care of that threat that we saw earlier. No, I think those are the Harriers. No, dude, those are the Harriers. They're coming back from mission. So we definitely need to go back to Barrow here. Climb up to altitude. Where are my Tomcats? Well, looks like I'm in this alone. Great job, whoever controls the flight missions on the carrier battle group. Scanning higher, and I see some contacts here. I should probably take care of this one first. He is at 11,000 feet, going at 0.6 Mach. Lock him up if I can. If not, I'm good. My first objective is to get to those bombers. Remove attack and information first. Okay, I see a bunch of them now, and I am alone. Jesus. Let me take this one first, the one that's has its back, turned on me. I can see them in the horizon. I'm being painted. I don't see any missile launches, so I don't have to go to the defensive. And that passed. Let me take care of you. Engage everyone, please. Engage bandits. Everyone.
Engage bandits.
Are you guys there? You can do it. I believe in you, said Lars Hansen. I believe in the power of positive thinking. Dude, that's not going to be enough. Okay, targeting. I got one target right there. I'm going to go up. Aggressive. Shit, missile launch. Chaffing. This is not good. I'm gonna get blown up. Okay. I think I defeated that missile. Fuck me. Shaft flares. Shaft flares. Okay, defeated that one. See a bunch of them there. Shafting and flaring. I've got this one targeted. Sidewinder. Fox 2. It's one of the high altitude bombers. Right on his tail. Shaft, flare. Okay, defeated that missile as well. Tone, Fox 2. Shafting and flaring. I'm super high up now. This guy's evading. Dropping flares. Very good evasive maneuvering by this guy. I've expended like 3. I'm going ballistic. He's gonna go ballistic in a bit too. I'm almost like vertical. I'm gonna need to track him as he goes down. That's not a good position for me. There we go. We've been blown out of the air. Because no one supported me. Anyway, I'm gonna jump into the cockpit of another, what do you call this? F-18. Okay, guys, engage, please.
Flight. Engage bandits.
Roger. 2. Engaging bandit. 2. Contact bearing 309.45.
Cut the music first so I could concentrate. Is that...
2. Contact bearing
Target.
309.40.
So we have a bunch of targets in front of us. Need to defend the fleet.
2. Spike, 12 o'clock.
Got a MiG 29 signature in front of me.
2. Spike, 12 o'clock.
I want AWACS to declare that first before I engage.
Contact bearing 300.40.
That is a friend.
Declare.
2. Spike, 12 o'clock.
This one's an enemy. Engaging now.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1.
2. Spike, 12 o'clock.
Flight. Engage bandits.
2. Spike, 12 o'clock.
So as you can see, the surface-to-air missiles were launched by the ship to defend the fleet as well.
309.29.
I'm sure my dispensers are on. Semi-automatic mode. Okay, we're good. 23 miles to this target right here. I'm gonna gain some altitude to get this guy. Flight, engage bandit, please.
Contact bearing 309.19. 2. Contact bearing 308.45.
Okay, so there's like a huge battle going on there, as you can see. A
9.17.
couple of airplanes or aircraft have been scratched.
Contact bearing 308.45.
Selecting another target.
2. Contact bearing 308.45.
There's some aircraft flying low, so we need to be aware of that too.
2. Engaging bandit.
Okay, switching to another target here. And my screen is littered with aircraft.
2. Engaging bandit.
So checking this out.
In. 3. Engaging bandit.
Switching to my sidewinders. Slaving this one.
308.45.
I got a valid target.
2. Contact bearing 308.45.
Turning in.
97.11. Altitude. 2. Contact bearing
And
308.45.
Fox 2. Sidewinder away. He's evading. He's deploying flares. He's very good. He has defeated that. He has defeated that missile. Pretty good defense. Okay, so we're gonna engage some more targets there. I don't see him anymore. 305445. Continuing my scans here. I don't see anything on my radar right now, but I'm turning into the AWACS designated position.
Contact bearing
29749.
29749.
Okay, I see some targets on the screen. So /1, somebody shot down someone. And try to engage these guys.
Contact bearing 300.16.
There's a bunch of them here. Moving to intercept.
Contact bearing 303.25.
Engage.
Contact bearing 302.23. Roger. Contact bearing 299.8. Contact bearing 305.35.
Switching to AMRAAMs.
Bandit, 12 o'clock.
Yep, 2 bandits. I see them.
Contact bearing 304.45.
Contact.
Flash 1.
Let me try to get this one right here. He's the closest to me.
Tally Bandit, 2 o'clock. Fox 2. Engaging Bandit. Contact 2. Tally Bandit, 12 o'clock. Contact bearing 306.19. Tally Bandit, 12 o'clock.
Okay, got this one locked. Fox 1. There's one to my right as well, but he's engaged, so he's not going to be able to react there. There's a lot of them, dude. I'm not being locked at all.
Altitude. Altitude.
They're very good at evasives.
Contact bearing 305.2.
Chasing this guy down. I got tone.
Contact bearing 091.10. Contact bearing 076.3.
Right. I got you. He's pretty fast. Switching to my... I'm being locked now. Okay, not anymore. So I'm catching up to this guy. I'm at like 600 knots. Okay, I got a radar lock. In range. Firing Fox 3. Okay, this guy's pretty fast.
Engine right. Engine right.
Contact bearing 2.
Okay, this one's evading. To get him. He's turning into me, which is not good.
Contact bearing 297.8.
Fire Fox 2. Get him, get him, get him.
Contact bearing 322.16.
Shaft flares.
Contact bearing 319.11.
Fox 3. Got him. Splash 1. Let's look for more contacts here.
Contact bearing.
We have a shoot. Pilot ejected. Okay, give me contacts. There's one more there. Let's turn in. I have 2 sidewinders. This one's 6 miles away. Shaft flare. Fox 2. Missile leading in. I think I got this one. He's evading. Boom! Splash 1. He's destroyed.
Altitude.
He is gonna crash.
Altitude.
Good stuff. So I'm gonna try to get some more contact right here. So I'm trying to look for more contacts here. So there's contacts at 110.
Contact bearing 11348.
11348. So we're just gonna need to turn in. I don't have anything on my radar right now. Need to request picture from AWACS just to make sure that we don't have anyone else. I'm not being painted by any radar weapons anymore, so I'm assuming that we're good.
Contact bearing 08742.
Okay, so there's a contact at 087, but that's further inland. I really don't want to go there. There might be surface-to-air missiles there. I think we've destroyed a lot of them already, so I splashed 3 bandits in this run. Get my flight into formation.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? I don't see anything. Increasing my range. Some contacts here, but I doubt those are hostile. Scanning, just to make sure that there's no one else. Oh, there's a fight going on here. So that's where the action is. I got contact. Try to engage this one. Actually, there's someone breaking away. Switching to aim 7s. Switching to Sidewinders now. There's like a bunch of them here. There's like, yeah. Waiting for the shoot indication. I'm not being painted, so I'm good. Fox 2. Missile is leading. He's in my no escape range now. Boom! Splash 1. Su-24 destroyed. He's in flames. I see a parachute there. Aircraft is going down and going into the drink. Okay, so let's look at other targets here. Okay, I think there's a bunch of other targets right there. So let's turn in. See where we can help. No, I think that's friendly. Yeah, that's friendly.
Altitude.
So we have... Man, I hate air-to-air battles. I mean, I hate this dogfighting shit. I like to engage in beyond visual range. This is really not fun, honestly. I like when I have the upper hand. Okay, for those of you who just joined us, and I see a couple from YouTube and Twitch, you know, we are tasked to repel an assault on the carrier battle group after we delivered our payload on ships that were transporting material to a ground invasion facilitated by the Russians. So I'm being painted. Where's my EW page? Where are you? Say 50. Is everyone gone? Let me get in position here, guys. I don't want to be surprised. Okay, so it's still searching the area here. Our goal is to
Contact bearing
protect the fleet.
30.17.
310. So around here.
3. Contact bearing 309.16.
Okay, let's see if we can get some contacts here. I have some radar weaponry locking me up. There's an SA-50 over there. Let me try to zoom out 80 nautical miles. I have nothing. Just looking out the horizon to make sure that there are no surface-to-air missile launches that I need to be aware of.
3. Contact bearing 310.27. RTB. 3. RTB.
213 RTB for some reason. I think they are bingo fuel. So I'm the only one left. Nice, guys. Okay, let's check the area. I don't see anything else here. And if there's no one else, I will need to return to base as well. But it looks like I see something there. Those are surface vessels that we destroyed earlier, so those aren't a factor anymore. Let me check. So there's one flying low, trying to evade contact. So we can see them here on the AWACS report. He is at bearing 305. Should be here. But I don't see anything. So I'm going to turn back again into station. Closer to the carrier battle group. I'm still good in fuel. I have 6,300 pounds of fuel. I don't need to rearm and refuel yet. Scanning my radar. I don't see anything. Not picking up anything. So just me and my eye right now. My radar doesn't pick up any radar contacts, and as you can see here, I'm scanning like a 4-bar scan. Let's do a 4-bar scan, and I'm scanning between -3 feet to 27,000 feet, and I don't pick up any radar contacts. Maybe I should increase the radar elevation and pick up some other targets, but right now I don't see anyone. Positive thinking, man. Lars Hansen said, yeah, dude. But there might be some other contacts here. I'm not seeing anyone right now. This is what I hate about combat air patrol. Or BARCAP, combat air patrol. I will be RTB at around 4,000 pounds of fuel for sure. I'm not going to be able to sustain that. If there are any more contacts, the ship's anti-air system should be able to take care of that. TACAN. Let me configure carrier coordinates for now. Select one, enter, on. Okay, TACAN is right there. We're 58 miles away from the carrier. Right now, scanning for any other aerial threats. Okay, so let's turn in. Radar elevation is now whack, but we wouldn't do the fleet justice if we're not able to destroy that remaining bomber. I think there's one more bomber that shouldn't be a big deal for either the Ticonderoga class cruisers to take care of, or even you know, the Arleigh Burke destroyers. And I can't believe I'm the only one in the air right now. Huh? The hell? Did I just pick up some contacts there? I don't see anything. No contacts, negative contacts on here as well. So we're going to orbit one more time, and if you know, we don't have any more contacts, I will RTB. My radar warning receiver is also very quiet right now, apart from those land-based SAMs, which are of no threat to me right now because of how far away I am from them. I have an SA-50 signature right here. Oh, I have contact. Periscope. One more contact, and it might be this one that I'm looking for. He is 23 miles. There we go. That is an enemy. Got him. One contact, and he is cold. 20 miles away. I'm engaging. I have just enough fuel for this. Switching to my AMRAMs so I could give myself a better distance here. Going burners. A few miles to target, cutting back on the throttle a little bit, and it looks like he is on a vector that's moving away from me. He's basically cold, traveling at 0.6 Mach, traveling at 0.88 Mach, so I should be able to catch up with him fairly soon. 22 miles away, 5,000 pounds of fuel. It's at 11,000 feet. Let's meet him there a little bit. Okay, he's almost there. He's about 20 miles away. It's moving away from me though, so that's going to be difficult for me to catch. I'm going to need to sustain the speed, which isn't going to be you know, good for me. Let me climb up above cloud cover so I could you know, get the jump on him. Loft my missiles probably. I have 3 AMRAMs. I'm going to fire you know, some of them. 19 miles away. $18 miles away. I'm being taken way away from the carrier, which I am not comfortable with right now because of my fuel situation at 4.9. I'm gonna go Mad Dog mode on this missile. It can go 15 miles if it can lock onto a target. It does look like he's here. Okay, so there he is, 17 miles. 0.7 Mach, I'm 0.94 Mach. Climbing above cloud cover here. This is going to be very close when I have to land later. 4.7. And we don't have any tanker support as well, which is a tactical failure on the carrier air group's part. 16 miles away. 77 miles away from the carrier now. I have a lock, but I don't have an indication to shoot yet. 79 miles away. 4,500 pounds of fuel. It's going to be close. 14 miles. I'm going to release a missile at 14 miles. It's called Mad Dog mode, basically. So it's going to seek a target you know, if it activates on terminal. 88 miles away from carrier, which is plenty far. Fox 3. Let's see if that's able to pick up anything. there. They're close to 10 miles now. There's one target right here. Seven miles to target. Let's see if I can hit this guy. Fox 3. Should activate now. Get him, get him, get him. So we could go home. He's evading. Fox 3 again. Let's make sure I get him this time. Have 3 missiles in the air. He's still evading. He's diving. I'm gonna follow him. Splash 1 Su-24 is destroyed. Good shot. He's in the drink. Now let's look, for other contacts. And I think that would be it. I don't think I see anyone else. Or are there? Somebody might have proceeded back to the carrier, but I'm gonna go back anyway. Try to catch up with them. 4,000 pounds of fuel. I'm 102 miles, which is very far. Let me climb to maximum fuel conservation range. This is going to be close. That might have been it, actually. I don't see anyone else. I am home fuel. I really need to go home. I'm at 4,000 pounds of fuel. 3,990. That's going to be tough for me. Let's climb to what they call Blades territory, which is an altitude of over 20,000 feet, so we can get the maximum fuel conservation. Shot down a couple of bombers there, and I think. I mean, what else can you ask of me? I destroyed some ships. I destroyed some fighters. I destroyed some bombers, and you left me alone. Way to go, Team America. Let me climb. $99 miles away from carrier. Oh, it's gonna be close, guys. This is gonna be close as far as like fuel would go. I don't have any tanker support. I might need to find an alternate airport to land at, or airfield to land at. This is not gonna be good for me. Climbing 14,000 feet. Switching to my Sparrows for now. 97 miles to carrier. $96 miles from the carrier. 3.7 tons of fuel. I'm the lone F-18 protecting the fleet right now. I mean, they're capable of protecting themselves, as if it comes down to it. But if a lucky shot were to be, released by a bomber, like a harpoon type missile, could hit the carrier, and that would be disastrous for us. At that point, that wouldn't be my fault, honestly, because I have done everything I can. Okay, let's continue to scan radar here. I'm good. I don't see any more contacts, so I'm clean. And I think that's it, actually. So I think we've cleared the sky, we've cleared the airspace. We've gotten rid of the ships that were delivering personnel and material, and some supplies to the ongoing battle on the ground in the Georgian border, where Russian forces are attacking. If you just joined us, the roleplay today is we are supporting invasion repellent force on the ground, and we were able to destroy several ships using harpoons. They mounted a counter-offensive launched from some of the air bases in the area. What happened then was they were able, to get in striking distance of our carriers, but were able to shoot down like the main mass of that bomber force, I would say. Close to Blade's territory now, 17,000 feet, or Angel 17. We are RTB, guys. That really cost me a lot of distance. I probably shouldn't have, like, what do you call this? I probably shouldn't have chased that lone bomber, into, deep into enemy territory or away from the carrier. I didn't have a choice, man. I mean, if he comes back, I mean, there's no one else to do that, Okay, 19,000 feet. 20,000 feet barrel hold now. And now we're going to cruise on along here. We're 81 miles from carrier. This is going to be close. I have 3.4 tons of fuel. Shout out to our 5 viewers across YouTube, Twitch, as well as Facebook. I'm Mike Villar, or Flight Simp. If you're new to the stream, I typically do these close to realistic missions that I find and I design missions myself on DCS World. I typically fly the F-18 Hornet. It is my favorite aircraft right now, I would say that. And at the same time, sometimes I fly the A-10 Warthog, and ultimately I'm going to be able to fly the Harrier as well. I think that's my next purchase. Scanning. I don't see any threats. Throttling down a little bit now. I'm Blade's territory at 20,000 feet, or Angels 20. Picture looks clear. I don't see any SAM launches or anything here. I'm not getting any radar signatures on my radar warning receiver. 72 miles. We are at 3.3 tons of fuel, and this is going to be a photo finish. We lost an F-18 Hornet in this mission, in this sortie. I got blown up by an air-to-air missile, I think, earlier in the game. So I switched to a new carrier. 68 miles away, 3.2 tons of fuel. Not good, dudes. Not good. So let's set up a couple of things here. Altimeter is 29903. Radio altimeter, I need to set that at 400 feet. So, we can land on the carrier immediately. Okay. 65 miles to the carrier. Fuel state is 3.1, and I am getting anxious just looking at this. Seriously. Engaging auto throttle so I don't expend more fuel as necessary, or more than necessary. So I'm cruising at 320 knots here, close to the speed of a commercial airliner right now. That's gonna travel 65 nautical miles. So we are in the vicinity of the Georgian border in the Caucasus region. Here, 59 miles to carrier. I think we are gonna make it. We should be able to make it, hopefully. Pretty much Winchester and everything except one Sparrow, and I have one Sidewinder. I used up all of my munitions on this flight, or on this sortie. So if you just joined us, we actually had to refuel and rearm before we engaged in this mission. Okay, sounds good. We're still good, I think. 55 miles. Okay, so we're within the safety net of the carrier. If I were to go down and have to eject into the drink, search and rescue or SAR helos could probably pick me up pretty quickly. And if you're curious, in situations like this where there is no tanker and a pilot is very low in fuel, the standard procedure would be to set up a barrier, basically. And that is the worst case scenario, right? Apart from ejecting, obviously. So what happened, or what will happen typically is they would set up like a net, sort of like, think about it like a tennis net, near the wires on the carrier, and they will just catch you like a fly. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Of course, that causes damage to the airframe. It will entail major repairs to the aircraft, and it is a justified reason to ground the aircraft, and we don't want to do that, obviously. Okay, I don't have any need for my radar at this point. I'm gonna cage in, FCS mode, turn off my dispensers, and I will switch to master arm off, and I will turn off my radar warning receiver as well. I'm way within, the carrier's surface-to-air missile range. They should be able to take care of any missile threats. Flight, exit. I would need to ATC, Theodore Roosevelt, inbound.
Marshall 010. Marking Mops 300-445. Angels 19.5. Holding hands with 011. 012. Low state 2.4.
I am at 2.9.
010, Mother's weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds at above 10,000. Altimeter is 29093. Case 1 recovery expected
BRC 301.
Report see me at 10.
Okay.
010.
We are at 2.8 pounds of fuel. I don't have an alternate, dude. We are in enemy territory. Are you kidding? So Mother tells me to go to alternate. We don't have an alternate location, dude. Seriously. And this is alternate Sukumi airfield right here. A couple of Tomcats are landing here in parallel. But it's as close to the carrier, dude. 36 miles. Let me do it. Seriously. I can do it. As you can see, if we're role-playing right now, my pilot is kind of like a loose cannon. Kind of like Maverick in Top Gun. I don't care what you say. I'm going to land this thing on the carrier. I want to sleep in my bunk. I don't want to be in another airfield. So it looks like this destroyer has been damaged by bombers. This Oliver Hazard ferry frigate has been damaged, and yeah, it does look like it's, yeah, that will cost some taxpayer money. I don't think that will buff out. Suffered some losses on this mission as well, but yeah, all in all, it was a successful mission. Switching to my HUD here. Prepare to crash cruise because I will be fucking coming in hot. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, so let's stay close to the course line as possible because I am going to go against published procedures here, and I will land as soon as I can. .6 is my fuel state. I'm 25 miles away. Should be able to do it, I think. If not, I'll end up ejecting into the water, and we'll lose we'll lose a Hornet in the process. But man, war is expensive. This is the real cost of war. I really should have gone after that and listened to my home fuel indicator. Okay, so banking right, just going abeam this course line right here. 20 miles, or 2.6 on fuel. We're going to be in running on fumes in a bit, but we should be able to make it. This is me thinking positively. 2.5 is my fuel state. 18 miles. $17 miles. Disengaging autopilot or auto throttle. Killing my thrusters. Diving. Inverted. Speed brakes. See? Going ballistic and gliding pretty much into the battle group is something that would work.
010. See you at 10.
See them at 10, 8,000 feet.
Update state switched out.
I'm 2.5 tons of
Low
fuel,
state 2.4.
or 2.4, I'm good. See them at 10, see the carrier, 6,000 feet, rolling left, and recovering.
Altitude. Altitude.
Carrier's right in front of me, switching to tower, which means that I can go to 800 feet now. 9.1 miles. Speed brakes are still deployed. I will be commencing in a bit. Diving to 800 feet. Make sure I'm a beam. I'm going to engage ICLS as well. Okay, here we go. Level out. ILS channel 11. Enter. On. Switching to radio altimeter. ILS on HUD. Alright, 5.8 miles. Gonna be at 600 feet. Gears down, hook down. Exterior lighting on. Landing lights on. Flaps down. And we're going to go on trim. Okay, we're perfectly trimmed actually. No, just a little bit. There's the carrier. 2.4 tons of fuel. Okay. Nope, it's already on. 320 feet. Maybe at 600 feet here. So we are perfectly on speed. So what they would call it, as indicated by this angle of attack indicator. It will be a 7-degree pitch with the hook down and the wheels down. There is the carrier to my left. So we did two, or we are about to do 2 landings this game. Master caution, I am low on fuel, I know. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life right now. There's the Teddy Roosevelt. 650 feet. Perfectly level. .1 tons of fuel. I might just have one pass of this. And I will need to eject. If I don't nail the landing. This has become a very tense mission. Not a fan. Like chill missions where I have the technological and tactical advantage. 1.8. Okay, let's turn. caging my HUD. Carrier's right there. I'll travel this path for a bit. 700 feet is good. We are below glide slope, which is perfect. 2 tons of fuel left. Carrier is here. Okay, turn. Easing on the throttle, following the needles right now. Carrier in sight. Still above, below the glide slope, so I'm adjusting.
Fuel low. Fuel low.
There we go, amber light. We just need to fly the glide slope now. Easy on the throttle. Perfectly centered on the ICLS. £1.8 of fuel, or sorry, 1.8 tons of fuel, I should say. We are a little bit low. Right to left. Increasing speed and thus increasing altitude as well. A little bit low on this approach, but nothing to it. Adjusting. Runway's in sight. Adjusting. Caught the trap. Good stuff. Military power, 3 seconds. Powering down. Full wings, flaps up. No swirl steering. Hook up. We're out of the box. Let's get out of here. Okay, so it's parking the Hornet right now. Taxi lights off. Ejection seat off. Emergency brakes off. Radar on standby or off. CV on the INS. Fuel indicator. DDI is off. Let's turn this off right here. And fasten my seatbelt. Turn off my right engine. Turn off my left engine. Turn off the battery switch. And we are safely on board. Current menu, ground crew, wheel chocks, place.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
All right, guys. So that's successful mission. The what do you call this? The bomber that we thought were still in our area of operations didn't really proceed to the vicinity of the carrier, so we were able to repel that attack. So thank you guys for joining me. It was a very quick and tense mission, I would say, and we were able to destroy supply ships and a ship that was, or a couple of ships that were landing material and personnel to the area of operations. Our ground forces were able to successfully repel the Russian advance. We were able to shoot down multiple bombers and destroyed their ability to strike at our carrier, at least in the near future. So that said, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. If you haven't done so, please give me a follow. Please share the stream. Please give the stream a like. And I will see you again on the next stream where I will take on another, semi or close to realistic mission as possible. So these are the kinds of missions I do on DCS. I also play X-Plane. Again, my name is Mike, and I stream, I would say like 3 times a week on average. So from the deck of the USS Theodore Roosevelt, I am now going to sign off, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I will talk to you soon, and I will see you again on the next stream. Thanks, and